introduce you to Anna Pająk. She's a coordinator for the National Digital Innovation Hubs Network and in Future Industry Platforms. Since 2020, in the Future Industry Platform, she has been responsible for the operationalization of the National Digital Innovation Hubs Network, engaged in management or execution of several projects focused on the support and promotion of the Industry 4.0 technologies and process adoption, especially in the small and medium enterprises sector. So Anna, please take the word. Thank you for coming.
Hi, thank you very much for the introduction. This operationalization, it's a difficult word, so sorry for putting it into the description. Yes, great to be here with you. I will share my presentation, so we will go smoothly to the topic that I would like to share with you. I hope you can see it. You can see it now. Supporting the adoption of Industry 4.0 among SMEs, and the topic from system challenges to targeted tools. And the reason why I decided to go through this topic is I'm pretty convinced after a couple of years of experience that it is always quite a challenge to approach the system challenges that we meet and to translate it to the good executive tools and effective tools that can be used in supporting industry. Even wider, it's difficult to see these system challenges, then translate it to the strategic priorities, and then after that to translate it to the good dedicated tools that we can use. So I hope what I will show you today will be maybe inspiring for you, and I will tell you about how we approach this topic in the Future Industry Platform. I will try to point out also some challenges because it's not very easy to approach these challenges. And it will be very much like my opinion about what I see like the most challenging in creating some really effective tools from the perspective of the organization as a future industry platform. So I will let myself tell you a bit about what is the genesis of our institution. So we were established as a public treasury foundation by the Polish government. It was the Polish Ministry of Entrepreneurship and Technology then. It was 2019. Now it's the different name of the ministry that Tomasz Pytko is representing. He is with us today. So we are very closely cooperate with the ministry. And then it was based on the program plan for work and development. So we have this system challenges in this program, and created by board of experts supervised by ministry. Yes, it was a long time to create the concept of this kind of platform, this kind of foundation, what we should do, what should be the goals of the foundation, and how it should be executed. So the concept was also based on the different analogical platforms in Europe that were existing at that time, 2019, like for example German platform. The general objective was to take the lead and the lead for role. Like executive role, maybe it will be a better word for the ministry, to go through the journey to Industry 4.0 especially with small and medium enterprises. These goals were like modernization of industry, digitization, of course, robotization of Polish industry, and we may say that like robotization and like automation, digitization is like industry 3.0. But of course, we have to have in mind that to go to the stage 4, we need to be very prepared by applying the technologies of Industry 3.0. And in many cases, when we speak about small and medium enterprises sector in Poland, we still speak about this step to go through the third industrial revolution to then jump into the fourth one. So going to the moving to these challenges, like the first one that we identified, and I think it's still a problem. It's a low awareness of the Polish enterprise sector in the area of digital transformation potential and technological trends occurring globally. And I think this is pretty dangerous. It's as a consequence, we see a sense of apparent security. So this danger is it's because we usually small and medium enterprises do not see the need to transform, and sometimes they feel safe with their business model as it is at the moment. So that's why they are not really looking for not looking for the possibilities to transform, to change. And this may be a big barrier for applying. And if we have now today the representatives of SME sector, it's like maybe it's not the case. It's not your case. Maybe it's different in your case. But we have to say that this is a system challenge. That in general, most of the companies, especially small and medium enterprise, they have the low awareness of what is going on around, like globally, and they feel safe with the business as usual. So, like the simplest answer would be, okay, if we have low awareness, we should raise this awareness. But it may be simple answer, but of course the execution is not always simple. We have some tools developed in the Future Industry platform to start this process. The first one is e-learning for industry of the future. This is on our portal and on our website. And how does it look like? I think it's already a nice success of this e-learning. We have a couple hundreds of users, like active users of e-learning platform. So we are putting there like the knowledge base, the basic knowledge base also for everyone, like especially for the SMEs. And we have like Industry 4.0 dictionary. It's pretty popular among industry and also like research institutions, as I heard lately. So we have this dictionary, pretty big, like to translate sometimes difficult technological terms for the more accessible language. We have expert articles, we have monographies, but also we have this like the artificial intelligence, for example, the modules that we are trying. We're doing everything. We are doing our best to make it the more interactive, like as interactive as we can. So this is the first thing. Then I think it's even more effective trainings and workshops. We are organizing it as webinars, of course, like last year made us to move it mostly to the online. So it's like, for example, Industry of the Future in Practice, Management 4.0. So these are the series that every SME can register and listen to the best experts, to our experts. We hope they're the top of the top about the newest technologies and technology demonstrations. So these are like in the real-time demonstrations of the potential of different technologies, like, for example, predictive maintenance. Then Leaders Academy, I think this one is very interesting. Leaders 4.0 Academy, it's like the dedicated educational program. We have a pilot this year, so we are working with 12 SMEs, with the management boards, representatives. We have a business and technology models. Each module takes place in a different innovation center. In this case, this year we are working with the IAGs. I hope we will be working with the IAGs also with the next editions. By the way, the Digital Innovation Hub, Dig4AI, that is with us as a co-organizer today, will be hosting the upcoming module in their facilities. We want to prepare the participants to be the leaders of digital transformation in their companies. We want to work with them to prepare the roadmap for the digital transformation through the whole academy. It's a couple months, so we'll be working with them. We are also, like, the main idea is to apply advanced manufacturing methodology into it. It will be based also on the knowledge from these 7 transformations. And then also, what is when we speak about the low awareness of small and medium enterprises, it's also the low maturity level, low digital maturity level. So we developed, like, speaking about the different methodologies to check the maturity level. We are like very much into advanced manufacturing methodology. We want to apply it very widely in Poland. So we are now, I think we started to do it, and I think we are doing pretty well. But also we have a different model that we developed with our experts. It consists 3 different modules. They are processes, technologies, and organization. It's a little it's different than ADMA in this respect, that it's shorter, let's say, and it's like really self-assessment. So every company can go on our website and go through this self-assessment tool. We're after the first year when we introduced it, like last year, we have some lessons learned, like what worked, what didn't work. We gathered some feedback from the market, and this year we are still working with experts to make it maybe more accessible for from the substantial part, more accessible for the market, for enterprises, because we have, for example, feedback that not every questions were really understandable, and like we are trying to gain feedback from the market and then apply it to the tools that we use and that we offer to the market. So this is also like important thing, and I think this is something we already know that this is something that we really need and will be working, because we, for example, when we work with clusters, they see it as a very important tool, like they want to apply it for their members. The other challenge, lack of accessible integrated services on the market that provide high expertise, relative technological neutrality, and trusted by entrepreneurs. Relative because it's a very wide and very, I think, really challenging topic by itself. And we are running many discussions about that, and I think it's one of the big challenges to speak about the technological neutrality and to apply it, because we are working in the market when we have technology providers, the biggest ones, for example, and then usually competence centers, digital innovation hubs are cooperating with the commercial technology providers. So we are also trying to find a way how to achieve this technological neutrality. But I also think it's very important from the perspective, like when we look at the digital transformation, we have to remember that it's not only the demand side, like the demand of the small and medium enterprises that we should cover, but it's also to support the supply side of the digital transformation. So new local, regional, national, European new technological providers, startups. So I think it's also very important. But when I speak about the lack, it's not that we do not have a great competence centers, or that we do not have the entities that can do it. For example, as we had Łukasiewicz Research Network and PIAP that Krzysztof was presenting, they have a great offer. They are doing very well in supporting SMEs, but we are seeing the need of integrated services. And for example, advanced manufacturing methodology is kind of integrated service that can cover potentially the whole journey of the enterprise. So this is something that we have in mind, and we would like to cover. We see it as very important. It's very difficult, and challenging for a research institute to have all integrated all parts, important parts of the services that are required for the whole journey, and have all the experts in different technologies to answer these needs of the specific enterprise. So that's why we, as a foundation, we would like to work as a organization that can help to network different experts and different specializations across country. And it's also like the DIH's concept that they should cover like the wide range, the catalog of services, but also it's not possible even for the whole DIH usually to cover all the technologies and all the specializations that may answer for all the needs. So consulting services, in case of future industry platform, we speak in general. I think it's important. We do not offer financial support like money for implementations. We offer like the substantial support. So it means it's always granting on the state aid to small and medium enterprises. And when we speak about consulting services, we already have like a catalog of services. We just start to serve them to the market, like mentoring, transformational maturity audits. When speaking about advanced manufacturing, so we are ready to scale it up at the moment. But in my case, it's always better to support the market, like the DIHs, like research institutes, like competence centers, in building up their own capacities to do it, to scale it up nationwide. So we should be the institution that supports these institutions in direct cooperation with enterprises. We are cooperating with more than 50 experts from 12 fields, working they are working with us as an external experts. But of course, it's still not enough, we would say. So that's why this scaling up, this networking is very much important. Focusing on the standardization of the services, a very important part, and it's connected to the DIHs. We are working with 5 DIHs at the moment on this topic because we see that the services that we have on the market, they need to be somehow standardized. It's more for the efficient applying of them, and we see this need. It's not like to put a very strong framework and without possibility to change anything, of course. But the standardization is important. And the other thing we offer It's Financial Navigator, so it is always also online. We offer also consulting about the financial support. So the SME or large enterprise or micro can go on the website and put some criteria what they are looking for, and they will have this different kinds of financing opportunities in one place. And then I'm looking at time because, okay, we have still 3 minutes. The need for better integration of various stakeholders within the innovation ecosystem, as well as different initiatives supporting digitization at the national and regional level. I think it's, we have a lot of different stakeholders, different agencies. Łukasz showed at the beginning just also he said just a part of stakeholders that are active in innovation ecosystem and are supporting digital transformation, for example, in Poland. And this is really just a part. And what is seen in the latest recommendations also in policies, the integration and good, I would say, coordination of different programs is very much needed. So that's why what we are doing, some examples like regional industry 4.0 councils. So the idea is that we have the council in different regions, and this council consists of entrepreneurs, scientists, local government representatives to sit on the one table and think about the future of the industry in the region. So the purpose is joint identification of challenges and good practices in general, and what we would like to also do, and we do it already, joint development of recommendations for national and regional innovation policies. I think this is very important because we would like to be this networker, and we'd like to be this entity who is making the voice of regions heard at the ministries, for example, at the government ministries level. So already, I think it's we had last year we had 2 councils. This year we will have 6 of them, but of course the ultimate goal is to have it in the in every region in Poland. And when we speak about our activities, of course, digital innovation hubs, and this is all, of course, the area that is the closest to my heart as a coordinator for the Digital Innovation Hubs Network. But I think a lot was said about the IHs so far. So only in general, we are trying to set up this Polish Digital Innovation Hubs Network. And what is very important, what we are doing at the moment, so we are working on it on this model for standardization of the IHS services. We are trying to involve the IHS in the common projects. So Leaders 4.0 Academy was one of those. And then this operationalization of the national digital innovation hubs network is our first goal, to put all the needs of the IHs like to have it in mind, and then to be this supporter in the to link it with what, for example, ministry can do for the IHs. We cooperate with clusters. Digital platform is something that we will introduce this year. It will be the digital world, like for the analog world on the online. So actually everything what we do, we will put to the digital platform, but we will introduce it this year in December. So that's why just the mention. The last thing, really lack of promotion of, but lack of good practices and case studies on the implementation of Industry 4.0 solutions in SMEs to inspire different other SMEs. This year also piloting the first edition of Factor of the Future Award. We are using advanced manufacturing methodology in the assessment process. So we will have some more experience also in applying this methodology. And we are at the process of assessing the factories that we have. We had 24, I guess, factories that we will be assessing against this 7 transformations maturity. Okay, thank you very much. If
Anna,
there are any questions.
Anna, thank you very much. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Thank you very much for your presentation. We have a few questions for you. The first question is, how many self-assessments have been made so far, and how popular the tool is in Poland?
Okay, sorry, I don't have this statistic. How many? I can check it, so I will let you know. But as I said, how popular it is, I think the popularity is raising same as ADMA, because it's like usually when we work in ecosystem, for example, what speed up. What was the reason why it became popular? For example, Polish Agency for Industry Development launched this call for Industry 4.0, and then there was a requirement that you need to have the digital maturity assessment to take part in the call, and then you need to have the roadmap for digital transformation. And for example, these were the triggers to start the bigger interest also in our self-assessment and also in advanced manufacturing methodology. So it is popular, but also what Christoph said, it's better to have a good consultant with the pure methodology. It's also a challenge, because I think we first thought that having a good self-assessment and having it like, for example, automated, like maybe we can have automate reports, it doesn't work. Because we see that we have a lot of people that start the self-assessment, and telling the truth, they give up during the self-assessment. So that's why we can say that it's a great success in the awareness, but then we are now working on like making it more accessible for the entrepreneurs.
Okay, thank you very much, Anna. We have 2 more